Ever wondered why Scotland is called the land of whiskey and fjords? Well, let's find out. In the heart of Scotland, the whispers of the past are as potent as the golden liquid that fills the country's famous distilleries. Whiskey, or uisge beatha, as it's known in Gaelic, meaning water of life, is an integral part of Scotland's identity. It's a tale that dates back to the 4th and 5th centuries when distillation crossed over from Ireland. This traditional drink, steeped in history, has been warming the hearts and souls of Scots for centuries and has become a global symbol of Scottish culture. But it's not just the whiskey that tells Scotland's story, it's also the landscape. Majestic fjords, or sea lochs as they're called in Scotland, are a testament to the country's geological past. Carved by glaciers during the last ice age, these stunning bodies of water are a sight to behold. These fjords are not just beautiful, they're also historically significant. They've been the lifeblood of communities, providing resources, transportation, and even serving as battlegrounds in Scotland's rich history. The whiskey and the fjords are more than just facets of Scotland, they're symbols of its resilience and spirit. The whiskey distilleries, often battered by the harsh Scottish climate, stand as a testament to the country's enduring spirit. The fjords, with their serene beauty, echo the tranquility that can be found even amidst the rugged Scottish landscape. The fusion of these two elements, the whiskey and the fjords, is what makes Scotland so captivating. It's a place where the past is always present, where the rugged landscape meets the smooth finish of a well-aged single malt. It's a place where every sip of whiskey is a taste of Scotland's history, and every glance at the fjords is a peek into the country's ancient past. So that's why Scotland is the land of whiskey and fjords, but the mysteries of Scotland don't end there. Curious about what people wear under kilts? You're not alone. Let's take a journey back in time all the way to the 16th century. This is when the kilt, a garment that has become synonymous with Scottish culture, first made its appearance. It was initially a full-length garment known as the Great Kilt that served as both a cloak by day and a blanket by night. As time passed, the kilt evolved into the shorter version that we're familiar with today. The kilt, with its tartan patterns, is more than just a piece of clothing in Scotland. It's a symbol of honor, a testament to Scottish history, and a badge of family pride. Each tartan pattern is unique to a specific clan, and wearing a kilt is a way of showcasing one's lineage and heritage. Now, let's address the question that's been tickling your curiosity. What do Scots wear under their kilts? Well, this is a question that has been asked for centuries, and has sparked a multitude of myths and legends. Some say that true Scotsmen wear nothing at all, while others claim that undergarments are a must, especially during the chilly Scottish winters. The reality, however, is that it's a matter of personal preference and occasion. At formal events, for instance, it's considered proper to go commando, in keeping with tradition. But in everyday life, most Scots opt for comfort and practicality over tradition, choosing to wear undergarments beneath their kilts. So there you have it. The mystery of what's under the kilt isn't really a mystery at all. It's a question with a multitude of answers, each as unique as the individual wearing the kilt. But whether they choose to go commando or not, one thing remains clear. The kilt is a symbol of Scottish pride and tradition, a garment that carries with it centuries of history and culture. So, the mystery of what's under the kilt remains, but kilts are just one of the many fascinating aspects of Scottish culture. Ever heard about Scots carrying stones? It's a tradition that dates back centuries. In the rugged landscapes of Scotland, where nature's beauty meets human resilience, emerged an ancient tradition that has stood the test of time, the tradition of stone carrying. This practice, steeped in history and folklore, is as fascinating as it is physically demanding. Stone carrying, or stone lifting, began in the deep heartlands of Scotland, where the inhabitants used it as a rite of passage for young men entering adulthood. The challenge was simple, yet daunting: to lift and carry a heavy stone, often weighing as much as a full-grown man, over a set distance, or to a specific location. Success in this task was seen as a sign of strength, courage, and maturity, essential attributes for survival in the harsh Scottish terrain. As this tradition evolved, it wasn't just about physical prowess anymore. It became a part of community celebrations, with the men of the village competing against each other in a show of strength and endurance. The stones used in these contests were often naturally occurring boulders, which added a unique touch to each competition. The heavier the stone, the greater the honor and respect earned by the carrier. In today's Scotland, the tradition of stone carrying is still alive and well. It's not just a historical curiosity, but a celebrated part of Scottish heritage and culture. Modern-day strongmen and women participate in stone lifting events, carrying on the legacy of their forebears. While the stones may have changed, replaced by specially crafted weights in some instances, the spirit of the tradition remains unaltered. It's a testament to human strength, endurance, and the indomitable Scottish spirit. So the next time you're in Scotland, don't be surprised if you see a group of burly Scots huddled around a massive stone, cheering on as one of them attempts to lift it. It's not just a sport or a pastime, it's a link to a bygone era, a tribute to the Scottish way of life. So that's the story behind Scots and their stones, but what about their famous music? What's Scotland without the sound of bagpipes echoing through the hills? A question that leads us to one of the most iconic symbols of Scotland, the bagpipes. The resonance of the pipes has been a part of the Scottish culture for centuries, a sound that is as entwined with the country's identity as tartan and thistle. Though the exact origin of the instrument is up for debate, the bagpipe's presence in Scotland can be traced back to the 15th century. At that time, bagpipes were primarily used in warfare, their haunting melody serving to bolster the spirits of the Scottish warriors and instill fear in the hearts of their enemies. Over time, their use evolved, and the bagpipes became a tool for celebration, used at weddings, festivals, and other significant events. The significance of the bagpipes in Scottish culture is not merely traditional but deeply emotional. You see, in Scotland, the bagpipes are more than an instrument. They're a voice that speaks of the country's history, its victories, its losses, its pride, and its resilience. They're a voice that has been passed down from generation to generation, preserving the soul of Scotland in its melody. The bagpipes have also become a symbol of Scottish heritage around the world. Scottish immigrants took the bagpipes with them when they journeyed to new lands, carrying a piece of their homeland in the sound of the pipes. Even today, the sight and sound of bagpipes are a familiar presence in many countries, a testament to the Scottish diaspora and their enduring love for their culture. So, when you hear the sound of bagpipes, remember that you're not just listening to an instrument, you're hearing the heartbeat of Scotland, the echo of its history, the voice of its people. You're experiencing a piece of a culture that has been preserved and cherished for centuries. Bagpipes are more than just an instrument in Scotland. They're a symbol of Scottish pride and heritage, a symbol that resonates as deeply as the sound of the pipes themselves, echoing through the hills of Scotland and beyond. Did you know Scots participate in log throwing competitions? It's called the caber toss. Yes, you heard right. Log throwing is in fact a sport in Scotland, and it's not just any sport, but one steeped in history and cultural significance. The caber toss is a traditional Scottish athletic event practiced at the Scottish Highland Games. It involves tossing a large tapered pole called a caber, which is typically made of pine and can be up to 20 feet in length and weigh as much as 175 pounds. The objective of the caber toss isn't about distance, unlike what you might think. It's about flipping the caber so that it lands in a 12 o'clock position relative to the direction of the run. Sounds simple, right? Well, not exactly. The caber toss requires not just brute strength but also a fine balance of technique and timing. The history of the caber toss is as fascinating as the sport itself. While the exact origins are unclear, it is believed to have developed from the need to toss logs across narrow chasms to cross them. Over time, this utilitarian practice evolved into a form of entertainment and then into a competitive sport. The caber toss is more than just a sport. It's a celebration of Scottish heritage and culture. It's a testament to the Scottish spirit of strength, endurance, and precision. And it's a spectacle that draws crowds at Highland Games where men and women, young and old, come together to cheer on the competitors. In many ways, the caber toss epitomizes the essence of Scotland, a land of rugged beauty, deep-rooted traditions, and a people known for their resilience and spirit. It's a symbol of the Scottish ethos, a blend of strength, skill, and a dash of daring. So whether it's whiskey, fjords, kilts, stones, bagpipes, or caber toss, Scotland is a land of fascinating traditions and mysteries waiting to be discovered.